Rama Rama. Namaste everyone. Welcome you all to session 17 of Samskrita Shri Pathamala 1. Today we will try to revise some of the Shabda Dhatu Rupas we saw earlier and learn just a couple more of them and revise everything else that we learned. Let us start with Mangala Shlokaha. Shuklam Varadharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vighnopashantaye Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Jnananandamayam Devam Nirmalasphटिकाकृतिम् Adharam Sarva Vidyanam Hayagrivam Upasmahe Saraswati Namaste Stu Veena Pustakadharini Hamsavahanamaarudhe Vidyadanam Kurushvame. Ram Ram. First of all, we apologize for the confusion about joining today's class. There was some technical problem. So my request is that all of you please re-register yourself in the website. The link you will receive by email or it will be in the course page itself. So after that you will start receiving the mails properly henceforth. So today there was some problem because of which the webinar series got discontinued. So hopefully we can all register again to continue to receive the emails for joining the webinar. So let us start with the sukti for the day. Alasyam hi manushyanam sharirastho mahan ripuhu. It means laziness is the greatest enemy of men. And where is that enemy? The enemy resides right within our body. Alasyam means laziness. He, that is indeed, manushyanam, of men. Manushyaha is man. Manushyanam, of men. Sharirastho, within the body itself, it resides. Mahan ripuhu, it is a great enemy. Is the meaning. So let us all strive to overcome this enemy. So in today's class, the learning objectives will be: first, we saw the numerals of the Devanagari script. We'll look at them once more. Then we saw the Sarvanama Shabdaha. We're going to revise it one more time. We saw it a couple of classes before, but we'll revise it again today. The Sarvanama Shabdaha of all the three Purushas and all the three Vachanas. That is Uttama Purusha, Madhyama Purusha and Prathama Purusha. Then we also saw the question pronoun, the Prashna Vachaka Kim Shabda in the three lingas and in the three Vachanas. That is Kaha, Kau, Ke in Pullinga, Ka, Ke, Kaha in Strilinga, Kim, Ke, Kani in Napumsakalinga. Then we saw the Akaranta ending masculine nouns, Pullinga Shabdaha, Akaranta Napunsakalinga Shabdaha, and Akaranta Strilinga Shabdaha. The example of an Akaranta Pullinga Shabda is Rama, Akaranta Napumsakalinga is Phala, and Akaranta Strilinga is Rama. So the forms in the three different genders we saw in the last class. So once we know one Akaranta Shabda, we can use the same formula to arrive at the forms of the different Akara ending Shabdas of the Pullinga. Similarly for Napumsakalinga and Strilinga also. Now we learned the Tat Shabda for the Prathama Purushaha, that is the Saha, Sahataute for Pullinga, Satetaha for Strilinga, and Tattetani for Napumsakalinga. But earlier we had learned these two pronouns, Etat and Idam. For these also we will see the forms in the three lingas and in the three vachanas. This is something that we're going to learn new today. Another new thing that we are going to learn today is the Ikaranta and Ukaranta Pullinga Shabda, how they will sound. So once you know one Ikaranta Pullinga Shabda, then all the other Ikaranta Pullinga Shabdas can be derived just like that. Similarly, Ukaranta Pullinga Shabda. So Hari is the, sorry, I've by mistake given as Harihi. Hari, the Shabda is only Hari. The forms are Harihi, Hari. We'll learn that soon. And Kuru is the Shabda. So I will change this in the slide. Then we will again revise the verb forms. So the only two new things that we are going to learn today are the two pronouns etat and idam, sarvanama shabdaha, in 3 lingas and 3 vachanas, and the Hari and Guru shabdas, which are pullinga shabdas. We are going to learn the 3 vachanas, that is the 3 numbers, singular, dual, plural, ekavachanam, dvivachanam and bahuvachanam today. Rest of it is only revision. So these were the numbers that we saw in the last class. 0, 1. 1 is like a curve with a, like this is similar to the normal 9 that we write. Then the 2 is very similar. 3 is also just like the 3 in Roman numerals. Then we have 4, which is like 8, which is an incomplete 8. And 5, which is a curved 4 like thing. 6 is like a reverse of the 3. Then 7 is like a sleeping 6. And 8 is an upside down 7. And 9 is with a curve on the right hand side. So these are, you can practice writing these numbers because you'll find them in exercises. The names of these numbers we will learn later. Just for now, just become familiar with these forms. So the Sarvanama Shabdaha. In Uttama Purusha, Asmad Shabda is the only Shabda that is there. It is available in all the 3 lingas. That is, there is no Bheda for the Pullingam, Strilingam and Napumsakalingam. For all 3 lingams, it is only the Asmat Shabda, and the only form in Ekavachanam is Aham. The only form in Dvivachanam is Avam, and form in Bahuvachanam is Vayam. So Aham, Avam, Vayam. Madhyama Purusha, again, Yushmat Shabdaha is the only Shabda because there is no Linga Bheda here also. In all 3 lingas, Yushmat Shabda is the only thing that is used. And the 3 forms in the Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam and Bahuvachanam are Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. So Aham, Avam, Vayam is Asmat. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam is Yushmat. Aham, Avam, Vayam is Uttama Purusha. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam is Madhyama Purusha. So what is the verb form that Aham, Avam, Vayam will combine with? You have to combine it with the Uttama Purusha verb forms. For instance, we learned that for Nama Dhatu, Namami, Namavaha, Namamaha is for the Uttama Purusha. So if Aham comes, the only form that will come is with a Mi ending. Aham, Namami. If Avam comes, the only form that you will get is with a Vaha ending. So it is Avam, Namavaha. And when Vayam comes, the only form you will get is the Maha ending. So Vayam, Namamaha. Similarly, for the Yushmat Shabda, Tvam will combine with the Si ending of the verb. So Tvam, Namasi. Yuvam, Namathaha. The second Mahaprana with the Visarga. Yuvam, Namathaha. And Yuyam, Namatha. So Aham, Avam, Vayam. Tvam, Yuvam, Yuyam. Aham, Namami. Avam, Namavaha. Vayam, Namamaha. This is the only combination that is possible with the Nama Dhatu in the 3 vachanas. Tvam, Namasi. Yuvam, Namathaha. Yuyam, Namatha is the only combination that is possible in the with the Nam Dhatu in the 3 vachanas. Now for Prathama Purusha, you can have innumerable number of nouns and pronouns. One of them is the Tat Shabda. They are Pullinga Sahataute, Strilinga Sa Te Taha, and Napumsakalinga Tat Te Tani. Sahataute, Sa Te Taha, Tat Te Tani. We also saw the Kim Shabda in three lingas, three vachanas. Pullinga Kahakauke, Strilinga Kake Kaha, Napumsakalinga Kim Ke Kani. Next, we saw the Akaranta Rama Shabda. Akarantaha Pullingaha Rama Shabda. In Ekavachanam is Ramaha, Dvivachanam Ramau, Bahuvachanam Ramaha. Ramaha, one Rama, Dvivachanam, two Ramas, Ramau, Bahuvachanam Ramaha, three or more Ramas. Similarly, for the Akaranta Strilinga Rama Shabda, Ekavachanam Rama. So you see here that there is no difference between the Shabda and the Prathama, the Ekavachanam form. So Rama, Rame, Ramaha are the forms in Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam for the Akaranta Strilinga Rama Shabda. Next, Phala Shabda. It has a Hrasva Akara ending. So it is Akaranta Napumsakalinga Phala Shabda. The forms are Phalam, Phale, Phalani. Ekavachanam Phalam, Dvivachanam Phale, and Bahuvachanam Phalani. This we learned in the last class. Now we are going to see the Etat Shabda. Before that, if there are any doubts still what we have done so far, I will just clear them before we proceed. The pronunciation of the numbers we will learn later. We are going to learn the number names soon. But for now, just for you, in case the exercises have these figures, you should not wonder what they are. That is why I just introduced them to you. We will learn one thing at a time. We are going to discuss the homework exercises. Why is Kim Makaranta? What is the last letter in the Kim Shabda? The Shabda has Kim, which means Makara is the ending. Okay. Etat Shabdaha. In Etat Shabdaha, just like the Tad Shabdaha, we have the Pullinga forms Esha, Etau, Ete. Strilinga forms Esha, Ete, Etaha. Napumsakalingam Etat, Ete, Etani. Now isn't this very similar to Sahataute, Sate, Taha and Tat, Te, Tani? So what is the meaning of Etat? Etat is something that you are referring to which is close to the speaker. So what somebody is speaking about a thing or person which is very close by, then they use Etat Shabdaha. And for that Etat Shabdaha, when they are referring to a Pullinga Ekavachana, a singular thing, they say Eshaha, Dvivachana Etau, Bahuvachana Ete. Strilinga Esha, Ete, Etaha. So similar to Sa, Te, Taha. Napumsakalinga Etat, Ete, Etani. Means Tat, Te, Tani is very similar to this. So Esha, Etau, Ete, Esha, Ete, Etaha, Etat, Ete, Etani. Now, can one of you read this? Is anybody willing to read? You can raise your hand. A.S. Swaminathan Mahoday.
Ram.
Ram. Namaste Mahoday. Can you quickly read the Etat Shabda, all the forms, 9 forms?
Etat Shabda, Sakaranta Etat Shabda, Ekavachanam, Dvivachanam, Bahuvachanam, Pullingam, Eshaha, Etau, Ete, Trilingam, Esha, Ete, Etaha, Napumsakalingam, Etat, Ete, Etani.
धन्यवादः. उत्तमं महोदय.
धन्यवादः.
Okay. Next, we will go to the idam shabda. Remember, idam shabda also means that the person is talking about something which is close by, and it means this or this, because earlier we saw only the singular forms, ekavachana forms alone we saw. Now we will be seeing the dvivachana, bahuvachana forms also, and of course we had the three lingas, pullinga, strilinga, and napumsaka linga. So ekavachana we already learned, ayam, iyam, and idam. Ayam is pullinga, iyam is strilinga, idam is napumsakalinga. We just have to know the dvivachana, bahuvachana forms. For pullinga, it is ayam, imau, ime. Strilingam, iyam, we already know, ime, imaha. And napumsakalingam, idam, ime, imani. So ime happens to come for both the bahuvachana of pullingam and dvivachana of strilingam and napumsakalingam. So based on the verb form, you'll be able to identify. Also, you will know the gender of the noun that is being spoken. So there is no difficulty in that. Based on the context, you can find out the linga. Quickly, let me just revise this for you. Ayam, imau, ime, pullingam in the three vachanas. Iyam, ime, imaha is in strilingam. Idam, ime, imani. So there is a common feature for all the three pronouns. It is the au in the second, in the dual of pullinga, and a in the plural of pullinga. Similarly, a in the dual of the strilinga napumsakalinga, and aha for plural of strilinga, and ani for plural of napumsakalinga. This is the common feature. So just observe this. By repeatedly pronouncing these words, you will get it into memory. So you have to memorize these forms. For that, you can do a repeated practice. Next is, we are also going to learn the Hari Shabda. I have to correct this as well. Yes. So the ikaranta, there is a hrasva ikara at the end of this shabda. Hari, hakara, akara, rebha, ikara are the components of this word Hari. So the last word, the last letter is I, hrasva ikara. So it is a ikaranta pullinga Hari shabda. And the form in ekavachanam is harihi, form in dvivachanam is hari, dirgha ikara, and bahuvachanam it is harayah. Harihi, hari, harayah is for the ikaranta hari shabda. For guru shabda, it is guruhu, guru, guravaha. Guruhu is the prathama ekavachanam form. We already saw that guru is teacher, and we saw this word in pullinga words under the words which have ukara, right? So the prathama, we learned only the singular forms at that time. Now we are learning the dvivachana, bahuvachana also. Guruhu, guru, guravaha are the forms for the three vachanas. So can somebody read this? Bhargavi A. Ram Ram.
Hari Om. Ekvachanam. Harihi. Guruhu. Dvivachanam. Hari. Guru. Bahuvachanam. Harayah. Guravaha.
Uttama. Can you read Hari Shabda, all the three forms together first, and then the Guru Shabda?
Okay. Harihi. Hari. Harayah. Guruhu. Guruhu. Guravaha. Dhanyavadah.
Dhanyavadah. So now the Kriya Pada revision. So we already learned but all dhatus that we have learned have similar forms, and we are going to see the Prathama Purusha or the third person of the English is called as Prathama Purusha in Sanskritam, or the Anya Purusha, which, as I told you, can have the noun as any noun that we learned. It can have any pronoun that we learned. Everything comes under Prathama Purusha. So the noun can be any of those. So Madhyama Purusha, the noun can only be the pronoun of the Yushmat Shabda, that is Tvam Yuvam Yuyam. And Uttama Purusha, the noun can only be the Asmat Shabda in three lingas, I mean three vachanas, which are Aham, Avam, Vayam. Now can somebody tell me the Pat Dhatu, all the forms continuously without breaking for reading the heading or anything? Bhuvaneshwari, can you read? Can you tell me the Pat Dhatu Rupani?
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Namaste. Patati patataha patanti. Patasi patataha patatha. Pathami pathavaha pathamaha.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha. Next. So Pathati Patataha Patanti. Patasi Patataha Patatha. Pathami Pathavaha Pathamaha are the forms, 9 forms of the Patha Dhatu, Lat Lakara present tense. Next, we have Creed Dhatu. Can anyone tell me the forms of the Creed Dhatu? Chitra Venkat Bhagini, can you try?
Ram Ram Bhagini.
Ram Ram. Namaste.
Namaste. Creedati, creedataha, creedanti. Creedasi, creedataha, creedata. Creedami, creedavaha, creedamaha.
Just make sure that for the Madhyama Purusha Dvivachana Bahuvachana, you pronounce the Mahaprana Thakara correctly. Okay? Creedatha, creedatha. So otherwise you will confuse it with,
okay.
Otherwise you will confuse it with the Dvivachana of Prathama Purusha. Creedataha is the Prathama Purusha Dvivachana. Creedatha is the Madhyama Purusha Dvivachana.
Creedataha.
Uttam. Yeah. Dhanyavada. Okay. So, Creedati, Creedataha, Creedanti, Creedasi, Creedatha, Creedatha, Creedami, Creedavaha, Creedamaha are the forms of Creed Dhatu, present tense, which is Lat Lakaraha. Hasad Dhatu. Who wants to try this? Hasad Dhatu. Geeta Hariharan. Geeta Hariharan, you're self-muted. Do you want to try? Gomati Subramaniam. Gomati Subramaniam.
Ram Ram ma'am.
Ram Ram, namaste, please.
Namaste.
Hasad Dhatu.
Hasati, hasatah, hasanti. Hasami, hasasi, hasatah, hasatha. Hasami, hasavaha, hasamaha.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. So, hasati, hasataha, hasanti. Hasasi, hasatha, hasatha. Hasami, hasavaha, hasamaha. So, for memorizing the Shabda Dhatu, the Shabda and the Dhatu forms, repetition is the only way. So, it is important to repeat the Shabda and Dhatu forms aloud. Don't feel shy, repeat it aloud several times. And you can do one thing, you can set it to your own tune and sing it like a song. Hasati, hasataha, hasanti. Hasasi, hasatha, hasatha. Hasami, hasavaha, hasamaha. Like that, you can set your own tune so that it gets fixed in your mind. I have also made an audio of the forms of all that we have learned so far. I will post it on the course page. So if you want, you can listen to that repeatedly to get these forms into, memorize these forms. Then we saw avyaya padas. We will do a quick revision of that. I'm just going to read out the avyayas one more time so that because we are going to use these avyayas extensively in all the exercises that we are going to do in the next 4 lessons. So we'll revise them quickly. We've already seen the sentences where these avyayas are used. Only I had not given the English meanings of those sentences. I've included that in these slides. So we'll not read the sentences now. It is just for those of you who want to be sure of the English meaning of the sentences. So, cha is and, api is also, param, parantu and kintu. All the 3 mean but. If they mean but, prayaha is mostly, va or athava mean or, na is no, and am is yes, na is no. Then iva is like or similar to. Then eva is only, punaha is again, and if you say punaha punaha, it means again and again. Then ataha is so or therefore, yataha is because, ataha eva is only for that reason, ataha eva for that only. Okay, so that is only for that reason. Then atra means here, tatra means there, here and there, atra and tatra. These are avyayas of place. They indicate the place. Sarvatra means everywhere. So somebody is atra and tatra means he is everywhere. Next, adhaha is below or down. Upari is above or up. Prishtataha is behind. Purataha is in front of. Adhuna idani is now, at the present moment, now. Sadhyaha is at once, immediately. Okay, it's an adverb. Tataha and adha means after that, then. Chiram means for a long time. This is where you get the chiram jivi from. So live for a long time. Somebody who lives for a long time. Tada is at that time. And sarvada or sada means always. Prataha, morning. It means in the morning. Sayam is in the evening. Sayam prataha, in the morning and the evening. Adya is today. Shvaha is tomorrow. Hyaha is yesterday. Now for questions. Kada is when. It represents time. So we saw sada is always. Tada is at that time. So da ending indicates time. So kada means when. Kutra, we saw atra and tatra, right? Atra is here, tatra is there. So kutra is where. It indicates place. Katham is how. How is something done. Either the method or the quality. Either of it can be represented by katham. Then kutaha. Kutaha has 2 meanings. It also means why. It also means from which place. Generally, when the taha is added, we ask from. It gets the meaning of from. So kutaha, why or where from. Kimartham. Kim artham. You can split it as kim and artham. It means for what purpose, which again is why. Then kimiti means for what. Okay. Now some more avyayas we will see today. Pratidinam means every single day. Every day is pratidinam. An example is aham pratidinam pathami. I read every day. Samyak means well or nicely. So I think I told you in the last class, samyak kritam is how we get the word Sanskritam itself. So well or nicely done. So Saha Samyak Likhati. He writes well. Punaha is again. Aham Punaha Vadami. I speak again. So Punaha Punaha means again and again. Saha Punaha Punaha Vadati, which means he keeps saying the same thing again and again. Then Uchchehi is loud. Ramaha Uchchehi Vadati. And Shanaihi means slowly or softly. So Sita Shanaihi Gachati means goes slowly. Sita Shanaihi Vadati means she speaks softly. So Shanaihi has both meanings. Then Kathamapi somehow. So Saha Kathamapi Agachati. He comes somehow. And then is yes. We saw na, which is no or not, and we are going to see which is yes. So suppose you say aham pathami. Yes, I'm reading. So it's just a simple yes. Is yes, and we are very familiar with that word as well. So there are many avyayas like this. We will learn them as and when we see newer lessons. And there is another way also to ask a question. So somebody makes a statement like Ramaha atra pathati. Rama reads here. So you want to confirm that. What do you ask? Does Rama read here? So how will you ask that? Ramaha atra pathati va. Does Rama read here? So when you add the va, here the va does not have the meaning or. It means a question of what you have just said. So you're questioning if Rama is reading here or not. Rama atra pathati va means does Rama read here? Next is Krishna tatra kridati. Tatra means there. Krishna, creed is to play, right? So Krishna plays there. And you want to confirm that. You can ask Krishna tatra kridati kim? Kim Krishna tatra kridati? You can ask using the word kim. So both kim and va are here. Convert the sentence into a question. So all that is there is the sentence. The statement which is made is there. Finally, you add a kim, which makes it a question. Ramaha atra pathati. Ramaha atra pathati va makes it question. Krishna tatra kridati. Krishna tatra kridati kim makes it again a question. We also saw this kim as one of the question pronouns, which or what, etc. But here it assumes a different meaning. So in this case, it is a special use of the word kim. So after this, we will revise. Now it's only revision. Next 4 lessons are only revision. That is 11 you have already read, because both the Samskrita sentences and the English sentences are given. There are some corrections. I will tell you that today. 12, 13, 14 are also very similar sentences. So we will try to do as much practice as possible. So what we have learned till now is, in a sentence, we know the nouns and pronouns. For the nouns, we know the 3 genders and the 3 numbers. We know the Pullinga, Strilinga, Napumsakalinga. Each of it, we know the Ekavachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana. We know the Akaranta, Ikaranta, Ukaranta, Akaranta nouns. Then we learned verbs of the present tense, the 3 persons, that is the Uttama, Madhyama, Anya or Prathama Purusha in Lat Lakara. The same Ekavachana, Dvivachana, Bahuvachana forms. Then we saw a lot of indeclinables. So with the help of all these, we can construct plenty of sentences. So I hope you tried the exercises which were given in lesson 10. We will discuss that now. Let's see how much time is. First word is Devata. Does somebody want to read out your answer? Geeta Hariharan. Geeta Hariharan. Hema, Anna. Hema, Anna.
Mahoday.
Ram Ram.
Yes.
Can
Ram,
you try the three? Can you tell me which lingam this word is? Devata.
Pumlingam, but it's written like Devata Strilingam. If I'm
It
not
is a
wrong.
Strilinga word. It is a Strilinga word only. It is goddess, Devata.
Devata.
It's an Akaranta word. It is a Strilinga word. Okay. So the Prathama the Ekavachanam form is
Devata, Devataihi, Devate, Devata.
Uttama. Devata, Devate, Devataha. Just like Rama, Rame,
Rama.
Similarly, Devata, Devate, Devataha. Uttama. Can you try the next 2 or 3 as well?
Yes.
Purusha.
Pumlingam.
Yes.
Purushaha, Purushai, Purushaha.
Purushau. Always the pullinga dvivachanam, whether it is idam shabda. In idam it gets ayam, imau. So au ending always comes. Saha tau. Okay? And etat etau. Okay? So always au ending comes for the dvivachana of pullinga. So purushaha, purushau, purushaha. The bahuvachana has aha for the nouns, whereas for the pronouns it has a ending. Right? Esha, etau, ete, saha, tau, te. So don't get confused by the a ending. Only for pronouns you get the a ending. For nouns you get the aha ending. This is for the akaranta shabdas I'm talking. For the others it may change. Okay. Are you familiar with this word? Janaka?
Janaka, father. Pumlinga.
Yes. Uttama. Pullinga. The forms are
Janakau, Janakaha.
Uttama. Janakaha, Janakau, Janakaha. Maya.
Maya is Napumsakalingam?
No. Akaranta.
Akaranta.
Ending comes for which lingam?
Strilingam. Akaranta Strilingam.
Strilinga. Yeah. Uttam. Strilinga. So what are the forms? Just like
Devata.
Devata, Rama is the first Akaranta word. So you can use the same pattern for everything. So for Maya, what are the forms? Ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam Maya. Dvivachanam Maye. Bahuvachanam Maya.
Samyak. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini. Dhana. Hemalata Kala Bhagini.
Ram Bhagini.
Ram. Namaste. Which lingam is this? Dhana.
Pumlinga.
It is dhanam. So dhanam is which lingam?
Napumsakalingam.
Yes. So the shabda is dhana. It's an akaranta napumsakalinga shabda. Because it is napumsaka, it gets an ending. So dhanam. Okay. The forms are
Dhanam, Ekavachanam. Dhane, Dvivachanam. Dhanani, Bahuvachanam.
Uttama. So just like phalam, phale, phalani, for the phala shabda, for the dhana shabda we have dhanam, dhane, dhanani. Uttama.
Dhanyavada.
Next, no, you can try the next two of these.
Okay. Mruga, Akaranta ending.
Yes.
Pumling.
Yes, you should be sure about the linga because I'm not giving you the visarga or the anuswara or anything. So, brigaha, you should remember the word brigaha is pullinga. So, as you learn the meaning, learn the gender also along with it. Oh yeah. It's Pullingam. So the forms are Mrigaha,
Mrugaha, Mrugau, Mrugaha.
Uttamam. Bhavana.
Bhavanam, I mean, it's an Napumsakalingam.
Correct.
Bhavanam, Bhavane, Bhavanani.
Excellent. Next is?
Satyam,
Yes.
Napumsakalingam. Satyam, Satye, Satyani.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
Himanshu Mahodaya. Shala. Himanshu VM. Mahodaya, we are unable to hear you. Okay. Janavi Satish. Bhagini.
Ram.
Ram. Namaste. Shala.
Shala स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः शाला शाले शालाः
Uttamam. Alaya.
आलय ma'am, it is pullinga shabda,
Uttamam.
so it should be alayah, alayau, alayaah.
Correct. Alayah, alayau, alayaah. Veda.
Pullinga shabdah vedah, vedau, vedaah.
Samyak.
The next one, nayana. It is napumsakalinga shabda, so nayanam, nayane, nayanani.
Uttam. Dhanyavadaha, Bhagini.
धन्यवादः.
Jayam Iyer Mahodaya.
Ram. Asan.
Ram.
Asan napumsakalingam ekavachanam asanam asane asanani.
This is asana. It does not have a halanta. It has a akaranta ending. Asana.
So pullinga asanaha.
No. The lingam is correct, but it is not asan. It is asana. So akaranta asana shabda is a napumsakalinga shabda. And it has
Dhanyavada.
asanani. Can you try the next two also?
Sabha स्त्रीलिंग शब्दः सभा सभे सभाः.
सम्यक्. अग्रिमम्.
अच्युत पुल्लिंग अच्युतः अच्युतौ अच्युताः.
उत्तम. Yes. धन्यवादः. So the next exercise is fill in the blanks. Jayanti Prabhakar.
Ram Bhagini.
Ram. Namaste. Can you try the fill in the blanks? The first one, dash tatra gachanti.
Tatra gachanti means going there.
Correct.
Tani tatra gachanti.
Uttam.
They are going there.
Yes. So you can use any noun or pronoun in plural. That's all. The only restriction is it has to be plural. And it has to be third person. It cannot be I or you. That's all. These are the only restrictions. Bhaktaha tatra gachanti or tani tatra gachanti. Tani means they. Bhaktaha means they.
Sada kridatah. Always playing. So it is tau sada kridatah.
I didn't hear that word properly. Can you repeat it?
tau sada kridatah. So,
Yes. So why did you use tau?
Because it is they are playing.
What is the number? Which is
It
the
will
vachana?
be the dvivachanam.
Exactly.
They too are playing. Sorry, they too are playing.
Correct. They too are playing.
So
you can use any dvivachanam.
Any dvivachanam. So it can be right purushau or sada
balau.
balau.
Balau, purushau, anything in dvivachana, anything which is a noun or a pronoun, except asmad and simple shabda, you can use anything. It has to be dvivachana. Because kridatah is dvivachanam. The prathama purusha dvivachana form is kridatah.
Kridatah, correct.
Next is dash pratah na
pratah na khadatah. They are not eating in the morning. So yuyam pratah na khadatah.
There is no visarga at the end. It is only
sorry khadatah. Sorry.
Khadatah.
Khadatah.
Because khadatah is the khadatah is the madhyama purusha bahuvachana form.
Madhyama purusha bahuvachana form. So, ma'am, this is all in present tense, isn't it?
Everything is in present tense.
So
we have not gone to any other tense now.
They do not eat in the morning. Does it mean that?
Yes. They are not eating in the morning.
Okay.
So both the form of eating and eat, the simple present and present continuous for now are referred to only with the lakara, which is the present tense.
Present tense. Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Next is
adhuna atra agachamah. So adhuna is now. So vayam adhuna atra agachamah.
Excellent. So when maha ending comes, the only noun that is possible is vayam. Yes. So this is a uttama purusha form.
Uttama purusha form. Bahuvachana.
Correct. Next is
atra bhavati. Saha atra bhavati. He is here.
Correct. Ramah
atra bhavati.
Rama
it is a singular.
Yes, ekavachanam.
Ekavachanam. Prathama purusha.
Right. We have bhavati. It can be a pullinga. Ramah atra bhavati. Sita atra bhavati.
So it can be saha, sa, tat, any of that, right?
Any of that. Okay. Doesn't matter. The verb doesn't change with the lingam. It changes only with the purusha. Or the person and number, vachana. Okay. Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you, Bhagini.
Next. Jai Shri. Kamakshi Ekambaram. Can you try? Kamakshi Ram. Dash kutra bhavati.
Balakah kutra bhavati.
Uttam.
Dash pratah vikasanti. Pushpani pratah vikasanti.
Uttam. Pushpani pratah vikasanti. Pushpani is bahuvachana of Napumsakalinga, which is third person. Vikasanti is third person plural form. That is Uttama Prathama Purusha Bahuvachana form. So you can use any noun in the plural form.
Dash dhavatah. Bhalakau dhavatah.
Yes. So third person dual is what you need. That is Prathama Purusha Dvivachana. Ashvau dhavatah.
Ashvau dhavatah. Dash eva sada jayati. Aham satyam एव वदामि सत्यम् एव सदा जयति
तदेव अस्ति न तदेव अस्ति किल सत्यम् एव सदा जयति
डैश माला
नास्ति तत्र सत्यमेव
माला सा माला
उत्तमं धन्यवादः भगिनी
धन्यवादः
So here we have multiple choice. Kani atra patanti Krishna Narayan. Krishna Narayan. Mahodaya, you're self-muted.
Namaste.
Yes.
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Namaste. Can you give me the correct choice? Kani atra patanti.
Kani atra patanti. Phalani atra patanti.
Yes. So the answer is phalani atra patanti. Why do we say phalani and not phalam or phale? You have
because
two
it is
clues
plural.
here.
Yes.
Both kani
Patanti
and patanti are in plural form. Patanti is anya purusha, prathama purusha. So it can be any noun. And kani indicates that it is napumsakalinga. Because from patanti you can't find out the lingam. But from kani you know that it is napumsakalinga. Kim ke kani. So all the three options that are given are in napumsakalinga. Only the number choice we have to make, which is the bahuvachanam phalani. Uttamam bhagini. Anyadapi, you can answer the next one also.
Okay.
Ke atra likhatah.
Likhatah.
The options are
Balike, balau, balikaha. So
yes.
Balau. Balau
Sure.
atra likhataka.
If it is balau, the question would have been kau atra likhatah. The question is K. K is either a strilinga dvivachana or napumsakalinga dvivachana gives K. So you don't have a napumsakalinga here. You only have a strilinga dvivachana. Balike. Atra likhatah.
Atra likhatah.
Yes. Please try the next one also.
Okay. Kim atra bhavati. Kim atra bhavati. Kim means it is napumsakalingam.
Exactly.
So it is vimanam atra bhavati.
Uttam. So vimanam atra bhavati. I'm afraid the answer for this is going to be marked already. Ke sada kridanti.
Kridanti means it is plural.
Yes.
Ke sada kridanti. Balaha.
Yes. Why balaha?
Again, K indicates the other two are dvivachana and ekavachana. Balaha is the only one which is plural.
Okay. So if it were dvivachana, what would the question be?
Cow.
Uttam. Kau sada kridatah would be the question. Then you could use a dvivachana form. But here you only have bahuvachana. Dhanyavadaha bhagini.
Thank you.
Lakshmi Raghavan bhagini, do you want to try? Lakshmi Raghavan bhagini. You're self-muted, Lakshmi Raghavan. Okay. Lata Jayaraman bhagini.
अत्र किं न भवति शाला किं न अत्र शाला न भवति
Okay. Now, Kim represents what lingam?
Napusaklingam.
Yes. And Bhavati and Kim are in which vachanam?
Bhavati is in Napusaklingam Ekavachanam.
Bhavati has no lingam. It indicates only ekavachanam. Whereas the Kim indicates that it is a napumsakalingam. So you need to get a napumsakalinga. Right. Asanam is the only one which is both napumsakalinga and ekavachanam. Asanam atra na bhavati. There is no seat here. Ka tatra vasati.
Kamala tatra vasati.
Correct. Ka is Strilinga.
Strilinga.
And Kamala and Ka and Vasati are all in ekavachanam. So Kamala is the correct answer. Ke atra gayanti.
Purushaha atra gayanti.
Yes. Ke is the bahuvachana form of the Kim Shabda Pullinga Rupa. Right? So,
yes.
Kaha Kauke.
Gayanti is bahuvachanam.
Gayanti is also bahuvachanam. So, Purushaha atra gayanti. Uttamam. Ka aduna.
Vijaya aduna davati.
Vijaya adhuna dhavati.
Davati.
Uttamam. I think we can give the other two to somebody else. Dhanyavadaha Bhagini.
Ram Ram.
Ram Ram. Dhanyavadaha. Malini Kumar Bhagini, do you want to try?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, Ram Ram. Ka Jayati.
Ka Jayati. Devata Jayati.
Uttam. Ka is Strilingam, Jayati is Ekavachanam. Both Ka and Jayati are Ekavachanam. So you need to choose Devata. Uttam.
Kau tatra tishtataha. Kau is who sits there?
Yes. Who in the dual form. Who to stand there. Tishtati is stand.
Oh, stay there.
Yes. So which is the correct answer of the three?
Sevakau tatra tishtataha.
Yes, Sevakau tatra tishtataha. Then the 10.4 homework. Just try a couple of them.
Okay.
What is the Sanskritam equivalent of fever?
Jwaram.
Jwaraha. It is a pullinga word. Jwaraha. Next.
Arrow is trinam.
Trinam is grass. Arrow is either sharaha or banaha. Yes.
Okay.
You want to try the rest as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Two hands. For one hand, what is the form?
Ekaha.
Hastaha. Hastaha is singular, ekavachanam. Hastau is two hands. Iti.
Yes. Kripa, right?
Yes. Kripa or Karuna or Daya. I think we have not learned Karuna. Kripa and Daya you can use.
Okay. Schools is Pathashala.
That is a singular form. Pathashala is singular form. It is which lingam?
It's Napumsakalingam.
Akari.
No, Akara. So it's Srilingam.
Srilingam. So what is the plural? Shala, Shale, Shalaha. So Patha, Shalaha is the word for schools. Two doors.
Dwaram is
Dwaram.
Dwaram, right? So that's Napunsaka-lingam.
Yes. Similar to phalam.
Phale, phalani. So,
Uttam.
Dware.
Dwaram. Correct. Dware. Dwaram, dware, dwarani. These are the forms of dwara shabda. Uttam. Dhanyavadaha bhagini. Malini Sundaraman Mahodaya.
Namaste. Ram Ram.
Namaste. Clouds. It's a plural.
It is a pullingam word, megha.
Correct.
So clouds will be meghaha.
Meghaha. Uttam.
Sleep. Nidra.
Yes, it's the singular form. Sleep is nidra.
Nidra. Two homes. Bhavane.
Uttam. Or grihe.
Grihe.
Okay. Griham, grihe, grihani are the forms for griha shabda. Bhavanam, bhavane, bhavanani
for napumsakaling.
Exactly. Form.
Rupam.
Yes, singular, so rupam.
Benefit is phal.
I think I'm not sure if you learned this word. Hitam is the word for benefit.
Okay.
Hitam is benefit. Two buildings.
Bhavanam, bhavane.
Bhavane is for two buildings.
Two.
Dhanyavadaha.
Thank you.
Ram.
Thank you.
Meenakshi Venkatraman Bhagini. Meenakshi Venkatraman Bhagini. Yeah. Ram. Namaste. New is an adjective. Nutanam. Can you speak a little louder? You're not very clear.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Cities.
Nagarani.
Two temples.
Alayau.
Uttam. Or mandire. Mandiram or alayaha. So mandire is for napumsakalinga. Alayau is for pullinga. Dhanyavadaha.
Dhanyavadaha.
So in the lesson 10, we are going to omit pages 32 and 33. The contents of 32 and 33 we'll deal with later. It's not for now. In lesson 11, I hope you would have read the lesson yourself. There is a mistake. Please correct this. Kridanti the meaning is given as read. So please change it to play. And in the 7th sentence, the word here has been omitted in the meaning. So the boy reads in the morning and evening, every day is given. It should be the boy reads here because atra means here. Okay. So the homework, I'm going to give you a lot of homework, which is the lessons 12, 13 and 14. I will quickly run through all of them. Here you have to write the answers in Sanskritam. Ishvaraha kutra asti, Ishvaraha se sarvatra asti. Like that, you have to give answers for all the 9 questions. The next one is fill in the blanks. I am dash 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 padhati. I am pratidinam pratah samyak padhati. So you have to fill it up with indeclinables. I am padhati is there. You have to qualify the sentence using some indeclinables. When does he read? Where does he read? All that you can add as indeclinables. Similarly, do the 10 sentences. Here you have some forms. You have to convert them into dual or plural, dual and plural forms. Saha balah. You can make it as tau balau and te balaha. So you have to change the pronoun or the noun, and you also have to change the verb form accordingly. And here there is a word mama. Mama means my. So I've just given it because you have not come across this word before. Mama is my. Here also you have to change it into singular and plural. Everything that is given here is in dual. You have to change it to singular and plural. And the word tava means your. Next is you have to change these into singular dual forms because plural forms are given. Write the negative forms. Here it is very simple. You just have to add a na in between. Tvam gachhasi is here. You have to say tvam na gachhasi. You are going is made into you are not going. Tvam na gachhasi. Just add a nakara in between, then your sentence is done. 12.3.5 and 6 we will do later, because for that you need to learn something else. We will not do it right now. Next is 12.3.7. Correct the sentences. I am Kamala is obviously wrong. I am is Pullinga, Kamala is Strilinga. So you have to use the correct Strilinga pronoun, Sarvanama Shabda, which is Iyam. Iyam Kamala will be the answer. Similarly, 8 and 9 we will ignore now. 10, you have to write all the forms of likh and pashya. Drishyati. Likhami and pashyati. Both these things you have to write all the 9 forms in lat lakara. 12, 3, 11. Combine these words to make meaningful sentences. Balaha api pratah padhati means the boy also reads in the morning. So something like that. You have to use all the words given in the 3 columns or the 5 columns, using these indeclinables also to make sentences meaningful, grammatically correct sentences have to be constructed. Next is translation. He is living there. Saha tatra vasati. So like that you have to translate all these sentences. There are 20 sentences. And then you make sentences with the following. Api, Ramaha api dhavati, or anything. Also, api is also. These indeclinables are to be used in sentences. The word katham api means somehow. Next is 13. Lesson 13 has similar exercises. Answer in Sanskritam. Tvam kutra vasasi. All you know is atra, tatra and kutra. So you have to only use that combination. Aham atra vasami. When you say aham, you should only end the verb in mi. Right? So aham atra vasami. Next is fill up the blanks. 3 words are given. Choose the correct word. Sa pratidinam tatra. Sa will go with gachhati because gachhasi will come for tvam. Gachhami will come only for aham. So the only option we have is gachhati, which is the 3rd person singular form, or the prathama purusha ekavachana form. Similarly, choose the correct answers. Next is translate into Sanskritam. It eats, she drinks milk, I am going, you are writing, and similar things. It eats is tat khadati. She drinks milk, sa duktham pibhati, and so on. Here you have to correct the sentences according to the gender, number, as well as the purusha. Use the correct gender, number, and purusha depending on the verb and correct the sentences. Fill up the blanks with suitable indeclinables. Complete the sentences with the correct forms of the verbs. For example, Yuyam sada atra kridatha will come. because Yuyam is Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachanam. The corresponding form in verbs is Kridatha. So accordingly, you fill up the blanks with the correct conjugation of the verbs. Next, transform into dual. This we have done in the previous one as well. Answer in Sanskritam. Here again, you have to make combinations of different words from the columns to get meaningful sentences. Here, Yuyam Gachatha, Gachatha Kridatha should have come because Yuyam is Madhyama Purusha Bahuvachana form. So it is incorrect to have the Gachatha. There is no Gachatha form at all anywhere. So this is a spelling mistake. I have given the correction below. Correct it as Gachatha and Kridatha. Then Aham Tatra Sayam Na Agachami. Just use Kathamapi, which means I will anyway not come there in the evening. Combine the two sentences using a suitable indeclinable form. So, Aham Prataha Atra Pathami, Saha Sayam Atra Pathati. So, you can use Ataha, or you can use Parantu, or you can use any suitable Avyaya form to combine two of these, the two sentences which are given in each number. Question 4 is they somehow come here in the evening. So you just have to translate. Te atra kathamapi agachanti. When you say they, it should be plural. It is third person prathama purusha bahuvachanam. So agachanti. Come is agach. So agachanti. Similarly to the 10 sentences. So don't worry that you have so much homework to do. This is all practice for the different noun forms, verb forms, pronoun forms. And as I told you, you can listen to the audio of the shabdas and dhatus, the audio file that I will be putting up in the course page, and familiarize yourself with the forms. So please attempt all these exercises. The more you practice, the better it is to reinforce the knowledge of the dhatu noun agreement, the verb noun agreement. Next class, that is on 17th, I will just use it only for discussing this homework and clarifying the doubts. And on the same day, I will post the answers also on the course page. Or if you would prefer, I can post the answers tomorrow or day after, tomorrow itself. And we'll do a complete revision again of all these concepts on the 22nd, which is next Tuesday. So we'll only be doing these exercises for the next 2 classes. So those who are unsure and those who are feeling, oh my God, there is so much to learn, please don't, please take, be confident and sincerely try to do all the exercises. I'm sure you will be able to learn the different forms and find out the agreement between the verbs and forms as well. So we can have a test on whatever we have learned till now from the beginning. That is on next Thursday. After you do these 4 exercises, you will be thorough with whatever we have learned till now. And it will be at the same time as the class, that is 8 p.m. The duration will be for an hour, but there are just 20 questions, which are very simple questions. The marks allotted is 30. And they're all multiple choice questions like the last time. There is no difference. And all the lessons which have been done in, all the lessons from 1 to 14 are covered for the second assessment. Let us recite the Shanti Mantra and conclude. If there are any questions, we are going to take all the questions in the next class. So we have overshot the time. So I think it's time, we should wind up now. So somebody has asked, will the class be on Tuesday only? That is a mistake. They will be correcting it and sending you the correct class schedule. And from now onwards, we are hoping that you will be getting the reminders on time as usual. Now there was a small technical snag because of which it could not be done. We apologize for that. So it will be both on Tuesdays and Thursdays. There is no change in class timings or days. Please post this tomorrow. I will surely try to do that by tomorrow, because we have to depend on our volunteers. We have to try to accommodate that as well. The portions for the test will be whatever we have learned from the beginning till lesson 14. That is not those which are, I have specifically mentioned that we will not be dealing with this exercise now. All those things you leave. So just go by the slides and revise everything that we have done based on the class material that is posted in the course page. That should do for the test. Okay. Shanti mantra. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah. Sarve santu niramayaah. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Dhanyavadah. Punarmilamah. Shubharatrihi.